Hi everyone, my name is Elaine and I'll be taking you through our video about keeping up with quality improvement, which is about the development and evaluation of resources that we made for health professionals to learn about important QI concepts and also for ways for them to engage in QI through communities of practice. These initiatives were developed by PharmD students, including myself, and led by Dr. Certina Ho at the Leslie Dan Faculty of Pharmacy at the University of Toronto in Canada. Continuous quality improvement is an important tool for empowering healthcare professionals to optimize patient safety and quality of care. It's also important that health professionals continue to engage in QI throughout their careers. However, the long content-heavy manuals or lectures that are typically used to educate health professionals on QI may be a barrier to engagement for those interested in learning more about the topic. We can also increase engagement by leveraging newer educational platforms to complement the traditional didactic-based CME or CPD on QI. Here is an overview of our 4 QI resources and how they can address QI education and engagement. I'll take you through each one, starting with the Pocket Guide to QI. Our online Pocket Guide to QI is a collection of infographics with the goal of being a practical, easy-to-read introduction to important QI concepts for healthcare professionals to use. The content was synthesized from various national and international resources for training health professionals on QI and is accessible online. The Pocket Guide contains a total of 12 infographics divided into 3 sections: defining a QI project, planning a QI project, and conducting a QI project. Once the QI Pocket Guide was finalized, it was pilot tested to pharmacists and pharmacy students in Canada to gather user experience through an online survey in October 2021. We had 20 respondents that came from diverse areas of practice. Half of them came from Ontario, but we also saw responses from Manitoba, Saskatchewan, and other provinces. It took between 5 and 15 minutes to completely read the guide. The respondents agreed that the QI Pocket Guide was easy to understand, accessible, increased users' knowledge of QI, and would be recommended to other health professionals or students. Our survey also showed that most respondents were inspired to plan a QI project within the next 12 months. Some suggested improvements included having external resources for further reading, case scenarios to connect the QI concepts to practice, and greater elaboration of the QI tools. Our next resource is the Leading with Quality podcast, which was designed for early career professionals to learn about QI, medication safety, leadership, and business management. For the episodes, a total of 7 guest speakers ranging from faculty members to clinical directors were interviewed to share their lived QI and leadership experiences. A total of 7 episodes were developed, each approximately 30 minutes in length to maintain engagement. You can see a list of the episodes on the slide, and all of them are available on Spotify, so make sure to check them out. If you have access to the slide deck, you can also access the link through the title of the slide. The podcasts were evaluated through an online survey administered over a month. 20 responses were collected and showed that respondents perceived the episodes to be valuable and relevant. They also felt the podcast improved their knowledge about QI and leadership. Suggested improvements included explanations of concepts and jargon to improve clarity, and splitting episodes into 2 sessions for greater elaboration of the subject matter. The most popular episodes were falsified and substandard medications and choosing and developing the right people for healthcare. Key learning points were falsified medication being a global issue, experiential learning or hands-on experience are integral to the quality of pharmacy practice, and the importance of safety culture to improve healthcare. One respondent also noted that the audio quality and host and speaker interaction was great. Our remaining 2 resources are the QI Community of Practice and QI Micro Lessons. Our QI community of practice can be found on QID, which is a platform for Canadian pharmacy professionals to collaborate. So registered pharmacists, technicians, and students can join communities of practice and connect with peers with similar interests. Although QID is specific to the pharmacy profession in Canada, a community of practice can be created for any available platform as a way to engage healthcare professionals in QI. For example, physicians can form a QI community of practice on the rounds. On our QI community, we have started a series of posts based off of the content from the QI Pocket Guide. These posts feature short 1 to 2 minute micro lessons on the QI topics, along with the infographics from the Pocket Guide and mini quizzes for members to test their knowledge. Episodes from the Leading with Quality podcast are also posted alongside the micro lessons. If you want to check them out, our micro lesson playlist is available on our Leading with Quality YouTube channel and is also linked on the slide. In conclusion, our QI resources such as the Pocket Guide and micro lessons present QI concepts in easy to read and digestible formats. The Leading with Quality podcast allows healthcare professionals to engage in and learn more about QI and leadership. These resources together can be used to build a QI community of practice for healthcare professionals, such as the one we created on the QID platform. Although our resources and feedback were based in the pharmacy profession, the materials are all accessible online, so we encourage you to apply it to your own profession, as much of the content can be tailored to specific professions or specialties. Before I end the video, I'd like to acknowledge Dr. Michael Lee Poi, Dr. Jim Hewitt, and Ms. Alexandra Erb for all of their knowledge, collaboration, and resources, as well as the grants that provided the funding for the creation of the resources we shared with you today. Finally, I'd like to acknowledge the students, professionals, and guest speakers that participated in the creation and pilot testing of our Pocket Guide, Leading with Quality podcast, and QI Community of Practice. Thanks for listening.